Tom, I'll come on to you. We've talked a little bit about sort of different business models. We've talked about agility and scale. In 2013, Netflix CEO Reed Hastings famously said he wanted to build Netflix into a company that resembled a premium cable network. Shane Smith at Vice has talked about the fact that he wants Vice either to be, I think he said, the next CNN or the next MTV. So my question for you is, when you look at those business models, I know you've looked at streaming in some detail, do you see a new business model emerging that's different to what went before, or are we seeing companies coming along that actually look quite a lot like the companies that went before?
Well, it is true that the companies, Netflix and HBO in particular, are more and more looking the same. And Reed Hastings said, we want to be like HBO, but faster than HBO can be Netflix-like. And they succeed, and they have things in common. They have proprietary content. And it used to be that the Netflix model was very different from the HBO model. HBO is what you get through the set-top box, and Netflix was the thing that you got over the internet. But you see that the two models or the distinction, the boundaries are blurring. That Netflix is now integrated in the set-top boxes in Europe with Bouygues and LGI and Virgin Media, and that HBO is going over the top. So the models start to get very, very similar. We discussed agility and scale. I think Netflix is much more agile because it has a direct relationship with the consumer, while HBO is tied hand and feet to other players like the cable carriers, the MVPDs, and it can't take any initiative without the approval of the MVPDs because it's bound hand and feet to the MVPDs. So like you said, Scott, I don't think there is a conflict between scale and agility. Agility depends in the first place on to the extent to which you can operate almost independently from other players, and HBO is in that respect much less agile than a Netflix because of the operating model.